Here on First and 10 is that we get you the highlights before anybody else. We go on early at 9:30. With that said, a lot of the games are still in progress while we're on the air, so we have scores coming from all over. So this is the third time we've showed you this score. This is the correct score. Blount still won, as we told you earlier, but the final was actually 25-23, not 19-17. That is the final. Blount beats McGill.
All right, Joe, in that, an incredible game, obviously, but also our game of the week. Russell Colburn is standing by. St. Paul's in Spanish Fort taking this one. Mark Freeman with Russell. Russell, what's going on there?
Hey, Simone, like you said, I'm joined by head coach Mark Freeman of the Spanish Fort Toros. Coach, 6-0 for the first time in school history. You lost this game last year. You win it. 4-0 in the region. #1 in state. How proud are you of these boys? How did they get it done here tonight?
I'm very proud of the kids. I'm proud of the coaching staff. I'm proud of our defensive coaches. They did a great job tonight. The kids, we had some kids hurt during the game. We had some guys that practiced hard every day. That was their chance to get in there tonight, and they helped us win the ball game. We're proud of the 6-0. We're proud of all that, but we're just knocking these games out 1 week at a time. It's a big win. It's a region win, and we got a big one coming up next week.
Thank you so much for your time, Coach. Good luck against Viger. Like I said, Toros and Wolves, huge region matchup, both undefeated, and St. Paul's will look to rebound hosting Faith Academy. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Russell, and congrats to Freeman and the Toros. Now, tonight's Monroe County UMS Wright matchup looked a lot like tomorrow's Georgia State-Bama contest. Not really a game, a blowout, certainly on paper. UMS came in with the #2 ranking, taking on a team that hasn't won a game yet. So it would seem like some of the young Bulldogs would get some playing time tonight. Let's check out the highlights. Speaking of Bulldogs, Joe, hot October night for George, the actual Bulldog. Over to some highlights. Titus Howard is stopped here by Tift Lions. Later, Gunnar Roach throws a nice pass to Grant Barber in for the touchdown. 2-point conversion would be good. 8-0 UMS on top. Still first quarter here. Roach again pump fakes, and he's going to throw the bomb to Jalen Jones for the touchdown. 15-0 UMS on top. Here's a look at the final, a total blowout like we talked about. 67-14 UMS rolling to 5-1. And later, a game that I was at, and they have a new quarterback. It's me. Oh yeah, hanging out with Mr. Woodruff there. Later, Cottage Hill at home, not getting a lot done here. First drive pass is going to be picked off by T.R. Miller's Kellen Wynn. That same drive, Keon Smith finds Cameron Coleman. He would be in for the touchdown there. 7-0 Tigers lead. Later on the kickoff to the Warriors, the ball is going to be fumbled there behind the ref. The Tigers would take over deep in their own territory. And later, Smith again to Jalen Jones. This one coming right at me. I actually had to kind of move my camera. I was scared I was going to get run over. But touchdown there, 14-0. And this again would be a total blowout. Tigers would take it big time. 47-0 over Cottage Hill.
Baldwin County still looking for a win this season. Foley comes into the game with a 3-2 record. One thing they all share, though, is what we mentioned earlier. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Let's take a look at the field where the cheerleaders from both teams wearing bows in their hair and the crowd wearing awareness shirts. Very cool. There's a ribbon on the shirt of Foley coach as well. Now, let's get to the game. 11-yard pass to Volante Adams for the touchdown. Up next, it's going to be Baldwin County. Got Queen Finch with the 7-yard touchdown run, so Baldwin County getting on the board there. Now it's Tyler Cameron for Foley with the bullet to DeMarcus Bingham, and 17-6 Foley at that point. Now it's more Tyler Cameron, 29 yards on this one as he looks for Braxton Garrett up high. Oh, nice catch. That was close. Got to call the review on that one. I guess they called it a touchdown. Good work keeping the feet in. 24-6 at that point. 37-6 the final. Let's move on to Jackson at Satsuma. Got the players running on the field, getting ready for the game. Matthew Jordan, the Georgia Tech commit, to Marcus Gilmore for the 19-yard touchdown. Jackson up 7-0. Satsuma trying to answer. Reed Riles picked off by Darren Mullen and returned for the touchdown. Big T Mullen fumbling and stumbling in the end zone. Jackson up 14-0. Jordan throws the second TD of the half to Gilmore. Jackson up 21-0 in the first half, and they win it 41-7. All right, Saraland taking on Selma in Saraland, home of the Spartans on their newer field. Beautiful facility. Leander Burrows with the handoff, 17 yards for the gain. That sets up a 2-yard run by Jefferson Gatewood. Saraland up 37-0 in the first half. Selma trying to get something going, but fumbled the exchange and picked up by Zachary Woodham, who finds the end zone. Saraland up 44-0 at the half. Spartans go on to win it by a score of 57-16. Let's take a look at some Florida scores as we go to break.